some respects, Meghan and the Duchess of Windsor have similar qualities. Very narcissistic, very controlling, very dominating. Where have we seen that before? Oh yeah, in every single picture and situation. And if you read the Duke of Windsor's letters, you can see how weak he was and how much he needed domineering. And it feels as if Harry is somewhat the same way. Oh, I love this woman so much. Welcome to the Drunk Goose Club. Honk, honk. Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. I am so glad you're here, you guys. Today we're talking Meghan and Wallace. Yes, we have talked about this before, but I think it bears diving back into. Why is that? Well, I might just have a new favorite royal author. Say hello to Sally Bedell Smith. I hope I said that right. Guys, she is a royal biographer and she has a new book coming out. That's all well and good, but listen to what she said about Hankins Cake, Harold and Fraud, if you will. Here we go. Meghan shares the same narcissistic and controlling quality as Wallace Simpson and also married a similarly weak man. Royal biographer claims, ding, ding, ding. Oh, I'm excited to dive into this one. All right. Meghan Markle shares the same narcissistic and controlling qualities as Wallace Simpson, while Harry is as weak as King Edward VIII, a royal biographer has claimed. Sally Bedell Smith, one of the royal family's authorized biographers, has claimed that I don't say their titles, that Meghan is domineering and has changed the dynamic between William and Harry. Speaking on the topic while promoting her latest book, which looks at how King George VI saved the monarchy following the abdication of his older brother Edward in 1936, Bedell Smith said that there were parallels between the two sets of relationships. Well, I do see where she's going, and I love to call out that one's narcissism. I don't know. I sometimes I feel for Wallace because I think Wallace had a little bit more class than Meghan ever possessed, and I think maybe Wallace hid her agenda better. I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't wish the comparison on anybody, honestly. At least Wallace didn't go around publicly bashing the family after they left. Who knows about privately, but at least publicly, she's not on record bashing the family. Can't say the same for Meghan. Here's some of the similarities that I could find. They're both Americans, both divorcees. Both were 34 when they met, who they married. Their respective husbands were both third in line when they were born. Of course, that wasn't the case when they met, but when they were born. And it sounds like both have spent money like crazy. And they need royal cash in order to continuing to live the lifestyle which they're showing everybody. Okay, going back to this author, she says that she felt Prince William would have felt a very similar sense of betrayal toward Harry as their great-grandfather felt toward the Duke of Windsor after he stepped down from the throne. It comes as a rift between the brothers, which has grown in recent years, appears to not be closer to healing, with the pair appearing separately at the Diana Legacy Awards in London last week. So we know about that. Harold did his Zoom thing and of course we know about Meghan's antics and stunt to try to get attention for herself during this. I'm still stuck on that. Yes, I know she was trying to steal attention away from Prince William, but the only thing it did was make her look even more vindictive and foolish and try to steal attention from her doofus husband. All right, so speaking at this Oxford Literary Festival, the author said the relationship between William and Harry mirrored that of King Edward VIII, who was later known as the Duke of Windsor. Now, that's funny because, do you remember we got a fun little tidbit from Prince Philip? Prince Philip allegedly called Meghan the Duchess of Windsor. I would love to be a fly on the wall. I wonder if she even caught the reference, honestly, although it does seem like she did her homework on Wallace. So she can claim she didn't Google anybody, but come on. So Edward abdicated just months into his reign so he could marry divorced American socialite Wallace Simpson, forcing George to take the throne until his death in 1952. Bedell Smith, 75. Why do they need to say the author's age? I don't think that matters. All right, let's try that again. Bedell Smith said in that situation, as with the modern day brothers, an American woman came into the picture and changed the dynamic of the whole thing. The Telegraph reported her as saying, it is different. Harry was never going to be king. But I think their similar feelings of betrayal have resulted in William, in particular, being furious with his brother with good reason. Ready for this? Here we go. In some respects, Meghan and the Duchess of Windsor have similar qualities. Very narcissistic, very controlling, very dominating. Where have we seen that before? Oh yeah, in every single picture and situation. And if you read the Duke of Windsor's letters, you can see how weak he was and how much he needed domineering. And it feels as if Harry is somewhat the same way. Oh, I love this woman so much. Welcome to the Drunk Goose Club. Honk, honk. She added that despite the turmoil caused by his obsession with Simpson and the subsequent abdication, Edward actually delivered Britain from an irresponsible king. Her new book, George VI and Elizabeth, The Marriage That Saved the Monarchy, chronicles how Edward ended up being replaced with someone more suited to the job in the shape of his younger brother. I found this part so interesting. Listen to this. So the Times quoted Bedell Smith as saying, the Duke of Windsor did a lot of harmful things after his abdication. He lied to his brother about how much money he had. For example, he was in the process of selling a huge amount of land at the Sandringham just so he could pocket the money. I really don't know much about him. I didn't realize that part. It was those kinds of deceptions, as well as his behavior in general. Mail Online has contacted representatives for Dumb and Dumberton. No word. It comes days after William and Harry made a rare joint appearance. I wouldn't call it a joint appearance. It was William's event. Harry gate-crashed via Zoom and tried to steal thunder by giving out some prize or other, and it didn't work. People are talking about how wonderful William did and what a prick Harry is, because apparently or allegedly he was maybe zooming out of like an Aspen, whatever it is, condo or ski place, possibly with one of the Kardashian people. I don't care. But anyway, it's just kind of funny. He's being met with more backlash the more I read about it. All right, so for most of their lives, the royal brothers have been close, united by the shared trauma of losing their mother, who died at age 36 in 1997. Okay, but since Harry's 2018 wedding to Meghan, poor Wallis, I don't mean to keep doing that to her. All right, to Meghan, relations between them have soured in an explosive interview the couple gave. We know about that, the Oprah interview. Let's see. While anecdotes about their relationship in Harry's bombshell memoir, Spare, which was released last year, also saw them grow further apart. Who could blame him? At least William's got some sense. William's busy preparing to be the king. What is Harry doing? He's just spilling to the highest bidder, and I just don't believe anything he says anyway. We're still caught in a web of lies. I mean, just recently they had to speak up and say, some things were inflated to sell books, after he had been on record saying things like, this is, whatever it was, this is my truth. I'm here to tell the truth, whatever. Yeah, you don't have any relationship with the truth, either of you. To my Harry and Meghan, of course. I'm going to leave this here. This was fun. I'm enjoying anytime we get to call out the grifters. So here we are again. I don't know if it's fully fair to Wallis. I kind of get where they're going, and there are definitely similarities. I think it's funny to point out these kind of similarities where obviously Meghan's putting it on to be Wallis-like. I bet Meghan sees her as a victim probably too. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so very much. I truly do. I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as more stuff comes out, I'll talk about it.